Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning to the rest of the world, and welcome to Inside Naija for this Ogbonge station where your matter now we own at Christ Radio and TV. My name na Princess Aniana, and together we will take this waka from now to permanent site. Inside Naija don show, and first off, we go jump enter inside the front pages of the newspapers. After we come back with the big to use them. We are sabi person. Already not be news anymore. Say Oga Presido don't collect the report from the Ogoniland report and you don't begin to do one or two changes on top of the matter. Atiku Abubakar, before Vice President, also they inside the news, and we will also they tell you one or two. But quickly, make we take a very sharp break when we return back straight to the front pages of the newspapers.
Hello, my country people of Naija. E don take small wey I say yo. Maybe na one of the reasons why rumors bin dey spread say Kebobo don leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news because I never get tired and I no dey retire. I just change gear small dey make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don dey lis ten to me and that voice dey sweet you, the analysis dey totori you. Now you go dey watch me live on top Christ Radio and television, where we go dey break down news analysis wella for you. On top of newspaper radio, big story wey dey happen inside program wey we call Inside Naija. You go enjoy am wella because we go break am for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the grammar well. Wetin you need to do now na to follow us on top www.christradioandtv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms.
Welcome back to Inside Naija, and without to waste time, the front pages of the newspaper next. Sharp, the Punch. Now start up the bunch this morning, and inside there, Olubadon, Oyo don dey tight up their Sokoto, where Agbada full with Ashoke for the historic coronation. Ladoja, they celebrate 81 years by day today, and they still hide them, because of traditional things there. They lock in one place, made for take do the purification. Ibadan Airport, they don't open them back as Tinubu in advanced team, VIPs, they don't they land, hotels now say don't they fully booked. Ibadan, now be the place to be right now. Oga Atiku Abubakar don dey the news and he say, I will protect the interest of Yorubas if I win Presido. And NNPCL don secure 318 billion naira to fund new waka of to dig for oil. If you check, some kind small tori also born under that big gist. And on the United Nations General Assembly Onga meeting, Tinubu say instant jump with the calls to have a Palestine state. Infrastructure decay, infrastructure no good again. Now it cause that Abuja to Kaduna train to take move come up from railway track. Now NSIB, they talk that one for their report. Tinubu don't receive Ogoni report and they don't honor the slain leaders. Oshun don't write letter to Ogbonge government. They challenge how they won't take release the local government funds. People then with they drive, people then with they use road, people then will get business. Now so then strand as the plenty water for level of flood just cover plenty community for inside Lagos State. Ibas don't do meeting with Tinubu and EFCC chairman inside Aso Rock. Check light the Punch newspaper. All of this gist today there with many more they wait for you. The Vanguard can say Central Bank of Nigeria they won. Make we not they abuse the naira or gather money they hide. You get bring this money out. Come and see waiting and waiting they expected of the subjects, people that would they rule over as Oba Ladoja. They climb throne as the 44th Olubadon. That man, that Nigerian body on top marketer of oil matters, don't decide to bow to pressure, come the final to collaborate with Dangote refinery. Restructure is very important for Nigeria development to continue. Now within SGF, yarn be that for inside Vanguard. Oscar Ibru don't die at the age of 67 years old. Worry, others day in mourning. And for the big gist there, now on top this body matter palava of say, we don't dey get scarcity of medical doctor them and nurses them. They don't do report there to say, see waiting government fee do so that our doctors them no go they run, they go outside of country. NMA, NARD, AMLSN, others. Now just take they give out this report. And on the United Nations General Assembly, the government don't talk again. Say they really want Nigeria to have a permanent seat for inside the UN Security Council. Tinubu don't honor Ogoni 4 and don't do move. Make them begin to produce oil again for inside Ogoni land. Tinubu do meeting with before Rivers Administrator Ibas Edu, EFCC chair for Aso Rock. And for the sports story for inside the Vanguard, FIFA Under-20 World Cup. They say Zubairu don't raise hope of lifting the trophy. Where it be like say not reach our hand, and this one go happen for inside Chile. The Daily Times come out to say, now the fact say they know they maintain railway well. Now in course make that Abuja to Kaduna train go move come up from track. Now what the NSIB report the yarn be that. And on issue of Ogoni land, Tinubu don't order rebuttal. NNPCL and people will get maths and level for oil matter say they should go back again and check out to go and start digging oil again inside Ogoni there. Still inside the Daily Times, Speaker Speaker don't put for work ad hoc committee. We go investigate Naira for crude oil policy. Make drug testing compulsory for anybody who want driver license. Now waiting NDLEA, the joint body on top drugs, they yarn with that. WACT, MPA don't close the $60 million agreement so that they go push the first green port of Nigeria to permanent site. NLNG 2025 entries for science prize now of poor quality. Now within advisory board, they be that NAIT, they ask say they should do sharp changes to open up the 400 billion naira mining sector where Nigeria gets to give out. And the Daily Sun say $10 they accuse Jonathan government of 2 trillion naira worth of subsidy fraud. But Umar Sani can come out say, $10 be very careful. I know plenty. Don't change waiting history talk. And on UNGA 18, do changes, change, or you will become irrelevant. Now waiting Tinubu tell UN and world leaders with that and insist that Nigeria must have a permanent seat on the UN Security Council. The big gist for inside the Daily Sun, Bishop Kuka, not take it easy. If they finish political leaders, no be small. Come they say, the fact of say they know they carry everybody along, now they cause wahala inside Nigeria. Diri, others also come they say, the federalism inside Nigeria, they go as it's supposed to go. Courts refused the request of IGP to give bench warrants against Andy Uba. Tinubu honors Ogoni 4 with CON national honors and supports say they resume finding of oil for inside Ogoni land. Ogbonge government don't bring out the official theme for Nigeria at 65 years. On accusation of $9.6 billion P&ID scam. Again, court don't shift the day to take adopt the written addresses. All of this and more inside the Daily Sun. And the Nation say, Olubadan, Obaladoja go modernize the city and everything now done set to put that crown on the head and put him on the throne. Wike say states now don't get the ability to deliver more projects. Obore worry, they cry, they mourning as Oscar Ibro don't die at the age of 67 years old. Men wey carry gun on top 50 motorcycle, now carry themselves like fly, go cause katakata for inside community for Kwara. Presido don't give full support to Nigeria Waka to host Commonwealth Games 2030. And for the big G's, Nigeria now don't they give solution on how to handle debt crisis inside developing countries and even con the same then reorder world order for the UNGA 2025 statement. Finally, no entry qualify for 2025 NLNG award. Now, waiting the advisory board talk be that. The nation gets all this and more. This day, come out say 31 years after dem kill dem, Tinubu honors Ogoni with national award. He don't collect the report of all the yarnings in the Ogoni matters them and even give carry-go to resume digging of oil. Promise the community say dem go get federal support. And on fuel subsidy scam, before VP aides don dey defend Jonathan and come dey tell Otedola say call the name of the guilty people if you know say you get the mind. Osun State government lawyer now is even with court judgment, even with say case dey ground, say finance minister dey plan to pay Osun fund allocation to those chairmodem wey court sack. NUPRC say na lie be the 8.4 trillion naira oil theft report and say crude losses have reduced by 90% inside 4 years. For the 80th UNGA, Tinubu still dey demand for Nigeria to get permanent seats on the UN Security Council. You go see all of the other plenty points them wey dem raise inside that meeting. And before we go close mouth on top the front pages of newspapers, make we give you a little bit of sports. As Punch Sports Extra come out to say, Brugger, they open to Onyedika, leaving them in January. Bremen don't invite Boniface to come and answer question on top some posts for social media. Osimhen still in pain. Now waiting Galatasaray coach, the yarn Vidat. Still for the matter, cheaper coach, don't they give hints? Say Nwabali too, fit leave them very soon. Barca, the eye, my no. And the big story for there now on top slow starts. Say come and see Nigerians inside Europe as they get a tough 2025-2026 season. Inside the club changes, injuries, sitting on bench, and plenty other things then. Fans don't begin now the torchlight why the increased price of tickets for Chelsea. Arsenal, they plan a 100 million euros move for Yildiz. Still, for some other Nigerian stories, Hooper's coach, they target NBPL playoffs as Ghana, they ahead of Nigeria for Joshua's clash in Africa. This and plenty more of sports. Now you could get for inside Point Sports Extra. And I will tell you, say, this now where we'll close mouth on top the front pages of the newspapers. But do yourself a good one. Try and get at least one of these papers. Get all of the pages. Make your own for no loss. Tomorrow again, we will be back with another beautiful edition of Front of Newspapers inside Naija. Same time, same station. Coming next, the pieces in breaking down of the big stories then inside the news today.
Hello, my country people of Naija. E don take small wey I say yo. Maybe na one of the reasons why rumors bin dey spread say Kebobo don leave the media space. But you know what? Say no to fake news. Because I never get tired and I no dey retire. I just change gear small and make we enjoy ourselves better. Before you don dey listen to me and that voice dey sweet you, the analysis dey torture you. Now you go dey watch me live on top Christ radio and television, where we go dey break down news analysis wella for you on top of newspaper radio, big story wey dey happen inside program wey we call Inside Naija. You go enjoy am wella because we go break am for you, you go reason with us and you go understand the grammar well. Wetin you need to do now na to follow us on top www.christradioandtv.com, or you can follow us on top all our social media platforms.
Welcome back to Inside Naija. My name na Princess Aniana, and I already get my guest. We don't sit down to take pieces the big stories then this morning. Kolawole Omoni, thank you say show up today.
Good morning, Princess. Thank you for having me.
How you day today?
I'm okay.
Happy rainy Thursday.
Yes. Really raining and at least the weather is calm.
Yeah.
We're enjoying the moment.
Oh, yes, we are. And it's of enjoying the moment. Make we jump inside the stories. Just out yesterday saying President Bola Ahmed Tinubu been set up a committee to go torchlight, cities in Ogoni land, collect the report, and he now decided to honor the Ogoni Four. Those four chiefs, them, would say they've been killed. They said the Ogoni Four are the four traditional chiefs from Ogoni community inside River State, who then killed on May 21, 1994, at the village of Weko. We don't honor them, the commander of the Niger CON, and then he collect the report, make promises, say he go work with the communities, even support me, then go back to start digging again for oil in Ogoniland. What is there to talk about all of this agreements?
And a good move, say Oga Petito honored people. We didn't do the declaration earlier before now. And no bad say all agencies we really need to come out and to really work on that particular report where they be submit to RAM. They made them torchlight and made them make sure say they implement them as expected so that waiting these people who they agitate for and let it the kicking of some of those guys will not continue to be a problem in that particular location. My only worry about this move, a good move, because for instance, just imagine say, okay, the first place where they discover oil for the country, and 45 years after, they can't stop exploration for that particular location. And again, maybe around 32 years later now, they now say, okay, we need to start something new. Just imagine in 32 years, waiting Nigeria don't move economic wise from that particular side. Just imagine 32 years after, what led to the killing of those people is still a major challenge in many of the locations, Niger Delta locations where they be explore oil as we speak right now. If you ask every single person in these locations, the same agitation that led to the killing of these people, that led to the hanging of Kesarua and nine others, till today, these people are still complaining about it. Port Harcourt, every other location.
It's oil
You
spilling.
understand? So it just appear like say we never learn our lesson. Now because of the crisis over there, they stop oil exploration for over 30 years. We lost the past 30 years. Because from my layman knowledge, they talk okay, when you dey explore, if you come back, you need to explore more. Meaning say for those years, it's part of the reason maybe why we are not meeting the OPEC and quota. You understand? Then, if we are not talking about economy now, the implication of even you extracting oil in their environment, reason why they may they agitate for environmental degradation, we get farm before we know if we do farming again, we know if we do so many things again, they are not compensating us properly. It led to protests that time, it turned deadly, the hands of people in 1995 during Abacha government because of this. So if you check some of these conditions, and nearly again now, federal government is interested in revenue generation. They want to get it done as quick as possible. Because it was during Buhari administration that they give this order. I remember vividly that time, former Vice President Yemi Osibanjo been travel, go to the land, go launch, go clean up projects. That was in 2016. You
They don't
understand?
start in
9 years after now, waiting be the update on the project, clean up. Waiting be the commitment of government about it because they've been mentioned the dollars, millions of dollars where they go take do the project that time. So if the government is in haste, go make money from Ogoni land because the moment they start exploration right now, say they start this extracting of oil right now, it will be the top priority ahead of every other thing. So I hope they will be able to judiciously implement every single content in that report. It's not by merely calling these people. Are they going to have mechanism to say, okay, we want to do check and balance. You want to start oil in this area. Waiting report talk, waiting be the recommendation, because the people don't talk now. Say every single thing you people are seeing inside this report, now our collective agreements. So what it means is that if they can be able to do justice to that report and implement it the way it's supposed to be, it means say peace go reign in Ogoni land. But if they choose to be selective, probably to prioritize where they can quickly get money, and maybe a few number of people that they know that, oh, these are the mouthpiece of these people, they can easily escalate problem, you just take care of them silently, because that has always been the tradition. It means we never learn our lesson. It means say whatever we claim, or probably we the reason why they've not been doing oil production in that area in the last 32 years may still resurface. So they need to take their time. They shouldn't rush into oil production. Let them take their time to make sure say they do the needful of how they want to do the implementation. In fact, I would prefer a situation whereby they will take almost a year to work out modalities for implementation, to make sure say they carry everybody along, than to okay just give them this impression say okay oga presido don't listen to us, he don't give us honors, they talk say dem go compensate us well, our environment no go do all those talk, because you know say we no get problem with ideas in the country, we no get problem with blueprints in the countries, we no get problem with recommendation, fantastic ones in the country. The only problem wey we dey always get now how we wan take implement some of these things wey dem dey recommend, and implementing it, don't let us restrict it to Ogoniland. Can they also borrow leads from okay some of the recommendation wey dem make inside that report? Is there any way they can also extend it to other Niger Delta regions? Because now Ogoni situation we dey discuss right now, if you no implement it across board, it means say other Ogonis will surface tomorrow, and we see a problem to our oil production, even for the peace of the entire country.
Wonderful one there. We just hope say this report no go just say we don't collect and we don't make promises. We go still dey wait for the implementation and they bring you the updates. Now make we move to some security matters then. If you get one but we called yourself the League of Northern Democrats, LND, don't come out now say make them take caution. You get say their calls now, negotiate with bandits, use non-kinetic approach, call them to dialogue. Say but they are warning against it. Say if you begin to sit down and no follow, like there's supposed to be process where you supposed follow if there's case of all this ceasefire, all this negotiation. But that the way that they do am now, the north side, the one, especially the one wey they do with Katsina or Christian, because now them really dey in the news of calling bandit leaders and talking with them. Say they know they follow the way it's supposed to be. And that if we keep negotiating with them, they'll come be like say, then they make am say illegit to they do all these bandit terrorism kind of things. What do you think about the talk from this group?
All Nigerians we don dey condemn the move wey we been witness last week in Katsina State, not because it's new to Nigerians, but because they have this feeling say okay with all these revelations here and there, must we keep doing the same thing the same way almost the same time, and we want a different result? The answer is no, and that is what we are seeing right now. We've seen some former governors wey don come out openly talk say I experimented this thing, e no work.
Wow.
These people will still come back and they will still create their havoc, and they will still be requesting for that kind of attention. Wetin dey bring some of these things be say they don already see the weak system, they don see our weak security architecture, then they penetrate am. E get some people wey dey sabotage even government move to end insecurity in the country. That one dead. So when you don't have that goodwill to do the right thing at the right time, then you find yourself in this kind of situation. It will now be try and error. Oh, I tried this thing, let us see how it will be in the next 3 months. Oh, this thing no work. Even if the thing go still work, for instance now, let us say okay, we choose kinetic. Let us be killing, let us be killing. We have been killing these people at the surface, it no work. Let us try the other one. whether it will work. If you are not really sure of what you are doing,
Testing.
you will just be doing test and error, trial here and there, and you get confused. Before you know it, you'll be calculating time. My 4 years done, or my 8 years has elapsed. I need to move. Another person will use that situation to campaign. No, I will finish insecurity in 2 months. I'll finish it in 1 year. The person will come and will still be struggling with it because so many factors are involved when we know to do. So hardly you will see anybody will go talk say the move where Katsina government be make last week now correct move. Not because of any other thing. To say true, these people are coming to come and at least say, okay, I not do katakata again. Good and fine. If to say, oh, if they thought say they don't do again, another group will not surface to say, okay, me too need government attention. Let me go and create havoc and let them call me to order to say, okay, let us come and discuss. In the course of this, Nigerians are dying. In the course of this, they are losing their properties. They are losing their loved ones. The one will not die. They don't already secure lifetime injury that they will be managing forever and nobody is ready to take care of them. Now, for those people that are taking care of their injuries, you now see the person will give them that injury, government is dealing with them. How will you want them to feel? If to say, okay, they will say this is the end of the entire situation. If I see at least console them, say, okay, at least peace go reign, there will be no any problem again. But from our experience in this country, when you take care of this group, another group will come up and say, okay, them too, they are now in charge. Even the one you feel like you are taking care of, you know me say they're not going to do some other stuff underground because you've not been able to do anything to kill the ideology in them. If not be even the ideology, say na criminal offense. For you to be taking care of pampering criminals like this, you are encouraging others to go and indulge in it. That's okay, I can as well call you tomorrow. Let us have a peace discussion. So it no really makes sense. I will appreciate a situation whereby they will find a way of not getting this guy to recruit more people into their camp. You can imagine the kind of liver where these people will get. Where they talk say if you kill 10 today,
20
20
will
go
rise
suffer
up.
tomorrow.
You kill
Because
20,
they
30
know
rise
say
up.
the system they weak, people are poor, they need little to survive, and they can easily encourage them to come and join them. If you will tell me that it will take you 20 million naira to convince me to join your camp
And I give
because
you
I'm exposed, because I'm educated, because 1 million naira is not my problem. How many people these people will be able to take to their side? But there is poverty in the land,
there's no
there is
education.
no education, lack of exposure. And when you now get these people, they can easily buy them to say, okay, come and join us. The reason why they have that liver to say, okay, if you take care of 10 like this today, you kill them, 20 people go surface. So in that kind of situation, those people that are making that kind of mouth, that they get liver to be show them their faces and put it on social media, those ones you know that you need to deal with them. You need to deal with them with kinetic approach. Find a better way of managing the non-kinetic aspect of this. But in a situation whereby you just call them to order, you've not addressed education problem, you've not addressed the poverty problem, you've not addressed number of unemployed youths, you've
Yes.
not addressed the way they are consuming drugs like noodles.
Did you see the picture of those children wake up? Now children, like they are looking 12, 14, and holding weapons, some even wearing camouflage. The man even said it's still that he's still on top of that the way the guy they talk. Say the kid, he now say what you are supposed to do. If we mistakenly kidnap your person or you arrest us, we supposed consider negotiate and see how we go release exchange. And the person came and went.
That's so unfortunate. But that is what the clear indicator of a failed state.
So how do we mix the two? Like you say, change ideology, and instead these ones are calling them to sit down and discuss with them. Is it that these leaders, they don't know, say, now to try tackle the matter from the roots, and not this as you don't set now we begin to discuss.
They know, but they want immediate result. You know, when election is approaching right now, the best way to make sure, oh, what are the factors that will make me not to win election? What can I do to quickly
Guys,
solve the problem? Immediate one.
stop
I'll be
bandits.
telling you, okay, let us stop them, let the situation calm. Let me negotiate. Let this noise calm down. Let me win election. So next time we find a way of managing it. This is what many of our government have been doing because they keep romancing all our challenges. They have this feeling that, oh, if I want to start it from scratch now, how this problem is supposed to resolve? I can't finish it under my government. And Nigerians should have this feeling, say, I'm not even doing anything. That is why all of them keep skipping this problem, postponing the evil days. Because, for instance, we talked about education, right? Do you know what it takes for them to invest in education to get these people out of this kind of utility exposure to these guys? Do you know what it takes to eradicate poverty? Do you know what it takes to reduce the number of unemployed youth as we speak right now? Do you know what it takes to take them off the drugs that they are so addicted to that can easily make them do whatever without even seeing it as any bad thing? It takes time for you to achieve this. And politicians don't have that time, they don't have that patience. Because if they start it, many Nigerians they still even say, okay, oh, what are they even doing? We want people that can lay correct foundation. Deal with the people that are really disturbing you on the surface, deal with it. But go and address the root cause of the problem. But they've not been able to do this thing fantastically. UNESCO recommends 26% of your annual budget to education, not just for you to progress, to project it, say, okay, this is what you want to spend. Release that 26%. Let's see the impact. When we are talking about poverty, wetin be the poverty alleviation programs wey dem be dey do? Because politicians know say when the poverty continue to spread, I can easily use 10K or 5K to tell somebody to come and vote for me in the next 4 years, and they will vote. So they are also benefiting from this rot we are talking about right now.
Okay, but Kolawole, wetin the ordinary citizens now fit do? Because when they dey do the kidnapping or they do the killings, na the ordinary citizen na im dey suffer. You will not hear say the governor abi the politician. So what can they do? We are all sitting down now watching as the negotiation is going. We dey discuss am. What can we do, we the ordinary masses, in this situation?
The ordinary masses have a number of things to do. One of it is number one, to also be security conscious of whatever they see around them to escalate. I hope they don't fall into wrong guys and to say they want to go and expose somebody in the process. That's one of those things because they go talk say security no be one person work. Now everybody
Everybody
need to
work.
contribute. And apart from that, we expect some of the human rights activists to escalate some of these things.
That's like
Yes,
NGOs,
NGOs,
CSOs.
yes, because they are also
Okay.
citizens. We want them to speak out. We want people to raise their voices against these irregularities we are seeing right now. It mustn't be only when they no pay workers salary, we be carrying placard everywhere.
So like all these NLC too, they supposed
Yes,
stand up to
because
say they negotiate to be our people are.
what are their members not victims? They are victims. But what we see mostly is, oh, they don't pay my salary. We keep collecting salary and we're finding ourselves in this kind of situation. Let us let us hold government accountable.
Question
They
this
have the sole responsibility of protecting lives and properties of Nigerians. But what we see in return is negotiation with people that are killing. When you're supposed to arrest them and put them to jail, you are negotiating with them. And that negotiation again, it was just the ceremonial aspect of it. You are seeing physical. Who knows whether monitoring negotiation is even going on the ground that they are not announcing publicly? So we want Nigerians to speak out. We want them to protest against this if it is possible. We want the protest to be endless one until government do something reasonable. And this is not only one man business. And don't forget, we are talking about Ogoni land today. We are still remembering some people that pay sacrifice. So if you are waiting to say, oh no, I don't want to make this thing happen, I don't want to make that thing happen, everything go to happen to us. And it's just turn by turn. May God forbid bad thing. We dey always do that prayer. But the person where the turn, where him own turn reach, where the thing happen to, at that time you go feel like say the prayer don't work for am. It's just because of the rotten system. Because in the country where we are, you know, say in some countries there are some certain prayer we are not supposed to be praying. But that has been the top priority of our prayer. God, that they come out to, may God not allow me enter one chance.
So,
God, as they go, may God not allow me fall into kidnappers' hand. God, as they go now, may God not allow my tire enter pothole. May the car don't come tumble.
yes.
Some of these prayers are needless. If to say we have a system that is wrong.
All right, now before we go move to our last talk, Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang been standing. Say there's been too much kili, too much clashing, too much attack inside our state, Plateau State, in the last 20 years plus. So you can't raise a committee, say make them go touchlight the matter. And this committee come out say between the period of 2001 to 2025, 11,000 people now they don't keep away. 420 communities now they don't attack in 13 local government areas, and say most of these attacks now revenge. Now revenge. Say they say they're not attributing to any particular side. Say everybody get where get in one hand in making these things. And when they tell the elders them, say talk to the youth. Their blood to the hot. Talk to the youth, not be everything. Now him be gragra. What do you think? Though the report still there for the governor hand. He never talk wetin dey do. He just be say na rumor begin come out, say they attribute am, say na Fulani dey do the attack. Those ones ma come dey vex. Na him make the chairman come out to come clarify. Say no, he no attribute am to any. But what do you think of talk of 11,000 people killed so far in over 20 years, and nobody held responsible for it?
That is one of the reasons why the situation is escalating. And the reason why we get more people committing crime, because to me it's a criminal offense for you to take person's life, regardless of whatever the situation is. Even if you claim say they kill your person, you're supposed to find a way of getting the person arrested and putting the person to jail. So if you have this number of people within just this years, and we don't have maybe 1,000, let's just say 1,000 on top out of 11,000 being sent to jail or being killed in return, then it means there's no justice in the land. And when justice no day, number one, is one of the reasons why we are even recording more casualties. Because among these victims they are talking about, a series of reprisal attacks the day inside. Say, oh, they kill my people, I want revenge because government don't do anything about that. So when you get this kind of situation, for instance, see waiting we've been talking the other time we happen for Edo State, where
Yeah.
kidnappings, they almost everything
And they
kidnapping.
saw a
We are
truck
not
of
justifying
people
what
coming.
Edo people did
Yes,
that time.
but now
But
na
not
something
be one
else.
day, like that thing be start. You see the kind of hotness where you say, this thing happened to you, you go struggle to pay. Some people go even pay ransom, they lose their money, eventually they get body of their loved ones and no any consequence on the side of the victims. So when there's no justice, then you are just knocking the door of jungle justice. And that is what we are seeing right now. So we want our justice system to work perfectly okay for you to make sure that, okay, this person don't do this thing wrong and this now the consequence. If you don't get that one, we record more of these cases and government will only be giving us update on the negative statistics without any action to correct the abnormality.
He talk one thing now. He say, would they advise the elites? Now, waiting the chairman, the Oga Rogers for the committee, would they advise the elites to always talk to the youth, make them report cases to the relevant authority, allow the authorities to do proper investigation, make we stop to the take up arms or take up justice for ourselves. Now, this talk of reports to relevant authorities, we always push for it. But does it really work?
Now, you report today, you report tomorrow, nothing is happening. They keep giving you assurance. In fact,
Or say
before you do
investigation
report,
is ongoing.
you already know how please rewrite their statement. The last paragraph, all Nigerians know, investigation is ongoing. We'll update you people later. That update will never come until another incident happens. So, are you encouraging them to come and be reporting to you? You are not encouraging them. We are also not encouraging Nigerians to
Violence
take
or take
option of
law
a
for that.
jungle justice. We are not. But what are the root causes of jungle justice? Government should take care of it. Let the person where they report to lose his or her job. Say you don't do the needful.
That one's for still
How many people don't lose their job? We keep romancing things. Sometimes the person where you want report to, before you even get there, you don't already know waiting happen. You don't take action. Sometimes they will say that because you don't get report, you don't act. Then here, but they still want somebody to come and report to them. Even with the report, you are not acting. Or maybe you are doing your own in a little way within your capacity, but you are not updating the public what you are doing in that regard. Sometimes do you know they even arrest some of these suspects
Yes.
and they release
Release
them
them.
eventually.
Yes.
You
Yes.
still
A lot
see
of
them,
people have
oh, now
said
this
that.
person attacked me. The person is moving on the roadside. Nothing is happening. So what do you expect in that kind of situation? So whoever is given assignment to secure Nigeria, they need to do the needful. And government again supposed to hold whoever they employ to do some of these assignments accountable. Don't let people to just sit down enjoy the salary, taxpayers' money, when you've been able to give them KPI and they've not been
Performance
key
indicators.
performance indicators, but they are not meeting up with it, and there's no consequence for their inaction.
Now, before we go, a little bit of politics. Before Vice President Atiku Abubakar don promise say he go put the interest of the Yoruba people first in decisions, in how he go run government, if by the special grace of Almighty Allah, he win 2027 election as president. He say rumor now don dey spread up and down say if he win na the Hausa Fulani people go take over. He come say no, by marriage I am a Fulani. Sure, my wife and children they used to call me Baba Rere, no good father. I'm your in-law. You people will be important in decision making. What you get to talk about that? And they say he's detribalized.
We don't want that kind of statement. And they are here again. When they are in need of something, they are so desperate to get it. All sorts of promises. I no go contest twice. I only need to serve them for 4 years. 4 years is good for me to change
Stray
the
bullet,
narrative.
scholar stray
You
bullet.
understand? We get all sorts of promises here and there like this because they are not in charge. They've not really tasted the way the power intoxicates. So they can do whatever. It was a vice president. For someone to have been contesting since 1993 to date, over 30 years, it means say he's so desperate to get that mandate. So for you to now say you put interest of Yoruba people at hand, do you know how many tribes we have in Nigeria that you are now talking about Yoruba? We want a leader that will say, I want to prioritize the interests of Nigerians, regardless of your tribe, religion, or whatever affiliation. We want a nationalist on the list of people we want to elect into offices, not even only one person. We want nationalists that will be ministers, the cabinet of the presidency. We want nationalists that will be able to make a government, not even only one person. My worry is that I've been checking around, I've been profiling some of these guys. I hardly see one.
That is in the
I
interest of
hardly see
Nigeria
one.
and Nigerians.
For him to even be making that statement, then it's suspicious. It's suspicious for you to say, I will, meaning you have the mind of, okay, maybe you also want to help your people. We want leaders that can help Nigeria to grow, to develop, not leaders that will say, oh, this one for Yoruba, this one for Igbo, this one for Hausa. Because the moment you get it in that way, when they now enter, it means that factor will now make his wife as a Yoruba lady to say, oh, don't forget my people. No, don't forget Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Because how many tribes are you going to be taking care of? How many tribes? When Jonathan was there, he was being accused of taking care of the north because he needed number. And he did not have that number in his
From
region. Must everything be politics? Must everything be politics? So we want nationalists on the list of people that will take the ship of this country to a desired destination. We are not seeing them right now. Don't I won't anybody that is asking me to come and vote him now because he want to favor my people, then the person is not getting it right. Because that's not the way. We can't progress in this kind of mentality. If you go to their location, identify their problem. This is what I will do for you people if I win this election. Not because of say, oh, I don't marry Yoruba, then I will favor Yoruba. No. What happened to other tribes? What happened to Igedes? What happened to Itoma? What happened to Isekiri? What happened to other languages and tribes in the country? So that's not what we need. We want a system that will quickly do things for Nigerians and everybody will benefit regardless of your location. And the structure is there. You can identify these people through their works, over 8,000 across the country. You can identify them through their local government, 774 across the country. You can identify it through their state, 36 across the country. So why must it now be okay because of the tribe or where you are coming from? Why? No. Nigeria should shine their eyes.
Not about tribe. It should be about the country, about country people. Nigerians, shine your eye. Wonderful place to draw the curtain on top of the show. But we say you continue to subscribe to all of our pages. They follow us, they like us, and they comment on our posts for our social media platforms. We did YouTube, we did Facebook, we did Instagram, we did TikTok, and we did X at Christed Radio TV. And you can check us out for our website, www.christedradiotv.com. Beautiful page. Just enter there. All of our programs, them our reports, our videos, waiting you're going to see there. And for you, what we say you want to chop our money today. Very simple question. Waiting be the name of the guest on top inside Naija yesterday and today. What will be the name of the guest for inside Naija yesterday morning and today morning? Simple, it's not too hard. Drop your answer on top this video for YouTube. Yes, go our YouTube at Christed Radio TV. Drop the answer. Who did the guest on Inside Naija yesterday and today? Drop the name inside this video. YouTube. If you drop them on any other platform, you feel no we know. YouTube page. Drop your answer. Fastest finger, you win the big money. Kolawole, as I dey let you go. No, you know they give expo today.
No, no.
As I dey let you.
May they not just drop the answer alone.
Okay.
You should subscribe to our channel too.
All right.
Yes.
So you don't hear and subscribe to the channel. Drop your answer on YouTube. YouTube to win the big win. As you dey go, just 30 seconds. Finish up for me today, sir.
Yeah, 30 seconds. My mind they go the Ogoni land. Again, I'm reiterating waiting I don't talk before. Say, may government please, no just do the talk. May they enhance the talk. Every single content of that particular report, may they implement them as written because they don't already endorse and say, now way to go. Because we don't want a situation whereby we go back to the way we do things. Let us progress. And not by getting money, because the body language of the current government, they need money. Any ambush where they want and they need more revenues. And a good thing is at least we get money to service our budget. But in doing that, do every single.
We will spend together here. Let's do this again next time.
Thank you.
And for you, where we say you can agree with us, thank you. You say you can with us on top of our TV, on top of our radio, and thank you for your contributions. Thank you for everything we do to advance the station to permanent size. With time, we will begin to give you our WhatsApp number where you go to join to take the contribute. But for now, winning, going on from now till December. Follow us, subscribe to our pages, like all of our programs, comment on our programs, then enter up our YouTube. A lot of reports them of doings them where they happen where you will need to enjoy. So we'll come again next time, same station on another beautiful edition of Inside Naija. My name is Princess Anyana. Enjoy your day.